and an MSNBC analyst. Okay, Tim, I didn't mean to bring up the past comms trauma. We've all been there. I've dealt with leaked memos before. But I did want to ask, because that happened just a couple of hours before the debate, and the story changed pretty rapidly, as I'm sure that was kind of a moment of trauma in your work history. But what does the DeSantis campaign do? All of these details are out there. It was from the super PAC, but it does sound aligned with some things he might have thought about, like attacking Vivek Ramaswamy, defending Trump. Does he need to change a strategy now?
Yeah, I love reliving some of the worst 3 hours of my life on a Sunday evening. Thank you, Jen, for doing that with me.
I've been there. I have my own comms traumas. It's okay, Tim, but you know what it's like. That's why I wanted to ask you about it.
I do know what it was like, and luckily, in our situation, as you mentioned, one, it was just before the debate, and number two, it was not a memo that was suggestions to Jeb. It was we leaked kind of what the responses were going to be, if Jeb was attacked, right? And I think that what is uniquely challenging about this DeSantis memo leak is that it offers him suggested lines, and it suggests what that DeSantis might say on that debate stage. Immediately, all of those lines are now neutered, right? He can't go up there and call him Vivek the fake, or else Vivek will immediately say, oh, did your rich donor handlers tell you to say that, DeSantis? He can't do the same thing with Chris Christie. And Chris Christie's whole defenestration of Marco Rubio was over this, that, he was repeating talking points that he was told. And so I think that it really hampers what DeSantis can do, specifically as it relates to what's in the memo. And I think that really the only thing he can do is kind of what he should have done in the first place, which is ignore that advice and try to offer some critiques of Donald Trump to demonstrate why he might be a better candidate, and then maybe show that he's a bigger man than his strategists think he is.
That would be a big shift for him. I mean, the thing that's awkward, just to echo what you just said here, is that Vivek the fake, that line is